In today's video, I'm going to show you the exact steps I personally took to go from about 16 clicks a day to almost 200 clicks a day. This is with a website that has a 15-second load page, okay? Average load page. Imagine if this was under 3 seconds loading, we would be flying by now. I've been doing this process using this exact process that I'm going to talk about in detail in this video. If you want to try Jarvis and you want to try this for your own website or to make money writing for clients, there's a free trial link in the description. It is an affiliate link, and I don't have many affiliations, but I really think that this tool is so much better than paying a freelance writer to do it for you, and also so much cheaper. Okay, let's get into it. It's Hamish. Welcome back to Income Stream Surfers. Today's video is going to be a complete guide to writing a 1,000 or 2,000 word article which will 100% rank on Google. The first thing I'm going to do is talk about structure of an article with an example. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is the structure of how to actually write an article. So H1, this is the title, okay? This should be the main keyword that you are going to focus on. H2 are any other titles in the article, and these should be other keywords you're focusing on. So normally there will be one main keyword and 5 or 6 H2 keywords per article. During the article, you should try to include bullet points, extra points if you put one of these keywords followed by a good answer with bullet points. The reason that we do this is because we want to capture what is known as the featured snippet. So if I just Google featured snippet and then use the featured snippet as an example, this is quite meta, but this featured snippet is explaining what a featured snippet is without clicking on anything. This was a new thing about 6, 7, 8 years ago, and it's become more prominent in recent times, and bullet points is a great way to capture this because people ask questions and they want to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 answers. Okay, custom images using Canva with image SEO, I'll talk more about that, but that's just a good way to keep people on the page, which increases your SEO, but also custom images with image SEO can also rank on their own. Tables is for featured snippet, and also just helpful, keeps people on the page. An example of this would be the article I wrote the other day as on my website as a practice article. Let me show you what I mean. So if you remember my video from the other day, all my print-on-demand niches and how to use them in 2022, I added this table to this article, and the idea behind that is that it increases SEO. Let me show you something quickly. This is a huge mistake by me. Just pause the video and try and tell me why this is a huge mistake, okay? So I hope you paused the video and I hope that you thought about it. The mistake here is that these are not bullet points. They are just a list without any HTML. So if I inspect this, okay, you can see that this just says P. This is not what you want, okay? You want to have an ordered list or an unordered list because it just helps with ranking, basically. And the final thing is using bold. There's no example of this, but when you answer a direct keyword question, you should put something like this in bold, for example. Okay, that's the general idea. There are a few other things you can do, and also I should put interlinking. Link your article from other relevant articles and vice versa. If you follow the structure for every article you write, then you will rank on Google. Okay, without further ado, let's get into an over-the-shoulder guide to writing an article. Okay, so very quick side note, I wrote this article 2 days ago. Okay, it's already on Google, which is insane. URL is on Google. The only problem with this, I wrote this with Jarvis, okay, very, very quickly. I wrote it in like 1 or 2 minutes, basically. But unfortunately, I used the wrong URL. I used the wrong parent page, but that's fine. Okay, let's get into it. The article I'm going to write is how to sell on Redbubble. I have already written this article, but I want to expand on it, and I want to make it at least 1,000 words. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find different keywords. So how to sell on Redbubble. First thing you want to do is find these keywords. So this is a really good keyword. What we're doing here is we are adding relevance. Okay, if you're using Jarvis or Google Documents, make sure that you're using H1, H2, H3 tags because it's important. And also it copies and pastes directly into WordPress. Every time you click one of the people also ask sections on Google, it will add more questions here. Okay, so let's grab some of these questions and we'll stick these in just to add relevancy and also just to grab more keywords basically. Can I have 2 Redbubble accounts is a really common question, so definitely going to include that. And yes, you can. If you don't know, you can. I think you can have as many as you want. So we'll click that one. Does Redbubble accept PayPal? Okay, that from the people also ask for now. That's fine. Now let's go to keywordtool.io first and sell on Redbubble. And then we're going to click, oh no, we're already on questions. Okay, so we're going to look for any relevant ones here. Is it legal to sell fan art? We can include something about the fan art page at the bottom. Can't sell on Redbubble. Can I sell on Redbubble from India? I guess we could hit like, can you sell from all countries question. So we'll copy that one to clipboard. I'm gonna have a quick look at here as well. So if you click on keyword suggestions, there should be some more. Okay, so another thing I'm going to include, a lot of the questions are about can you sell on 2 different print on demand platforms. Can you sell on multiple print on demand platforms? Yes, you can as well, by the way. I really suggest that you do. Okay, this is a good question here. Can you sell on Redbubble under 18? Oops, I didn't copy that. Apparently you can do it when you're 16, so that's a great answer for us. Make sure these are all age 2 because we're going to very quickly, I'm going to show you how to do this, but I'm just building the structure of the article right now, as you can see. Okay, the final step in this process is to check a paid tool such as Ahrefs. You don't have to do this step because as you can see, a lot of these are the same as the ones that I was looking at anyway. But for example, does Redbubble charge you to sell? This did not come up. Okay, and this is a really important keyword. So I'm going to add this to here. This will help you get the really good niche keywords that you need. How to make stickers to sell on Redbubble, that would be a really good thing to include as well, considering it's how to sell on Redbubble. I'm actually going to put that as a main keyword under the first keyword, the primary keyword. So I'm going to include a little guide on how to upload as well. This might take me a little bit more than an hour, but the reason that it's going to take so long is because I'm going to make a lot of effort. If you want to 100% rank on the top page, this is the process that you have to follow. Okay, so it's completely optional how you proceed now, but the way that I like to do it is I Google the keyword, and the first thing you need to do is look at the competitors. Okay, so ecompath.com, perfect. Another thing you can do here is you can take this article and you can see on Ahrefs which keywords this article is ranking for, and therefore what we can expect to rank for as well. So if I go on Site Explorer here and I press enter on this article and I go to organic keywords, you can see that there is a potential to rank for 1,000 keywords, which is exactly what I would want. A lot of them are just going to be various variations on this, but I'm just going to see if there's anything interesting. That's an interesting one. How to start selling on Redbubble, that's an interesting one. So these are all things that in my head now I'm making a note of. If you need to copy and paste them into Jarvis, that's fine. You can put them here, for example, but I personally just like to remember them. How does it work? That's a good one. Another thing we can do is sort by volume so that we can see if there's anything really important. Okay, obviously we're not going to rank for that or any of these. Redbubble free shipping, that would be an interesting one. You could try and work that in, but yeah, I don't know. Okay, personally, this is a process that you can do, but I just prefer to kind of do something like this. So this is a featured snippet. I'm going to copy the featured snippet and I'm going to put it into the content brief of Jarvis, and I'm just going to say to start selling on Redbubble you have to, and then 1, and then I'm going to hit Control J, and hopefully Jarvis will just basically take that information and put it as unique content. Okay, so Jarvis decided to lay it out in a slightly different way, but that's fine. So I'm going to press full stop here. I'll just read this to you so you can see if it's good or not. Create a unique profile name. To get started selling on Redbubble, you'll begin by creating your unique artist profile. When you create your profile, your name is how other users will find you. So make sure it's always easy for people to locate and purchase your art. We recommend using the word artist. No, I'm going to delete that. Recommend using words associated with your niche. Make sure your Redbubble name is unique so you can later do research on your own store. So make sure that you're adding your own knowledge, okay, because this is something that I have been teaching you guys. If you watch my Redbubble videos, you'll know that I teach you that you need to have a unique Redbubble name. Jarvis doesn't know that. Okay, Jarvis kind of knew that with what it said before, but there's no way there's like a very small chance that he would have come out with this information. This is from my own brain, okay? So I'm going to change this, create a unique profile name. Oh, it says unique. Wow, Jarvis, man. That's insane. Okay, oh, it says unique here as well, that's why. I'm going to put how to choose a unique profile Redbubble profile name. The reason I'm putting how to choose is because I think it would be quite a common question how to choose a Redbubble username, artist, store name. Okay, perfect. I'm then just going to hit number 2. It's not going to do it for me. This is one of the problems with Jarvis. It doesn't have like the whole article layout from what I've seen. Let's just try this again. And 2. No, it's not going to do it. Let's press Ctrl J and see if it does it automatically. Okay, it's done it here, but click the Start Selling button on the page to create. That's actually insane that it knows that. Okay, I'm going to delete that though. Come on, give me the next. Okay, so I know what you guys are thinking already. Jarvis doesn't look that good. Okay, but Jarvis works on your input. It's my fault that Jarvis is not giving me what I want. So write about the 7 points of making of how to sell on Redbubble. You can also put this here in the title. And then let's try this again. See what it comes up with this time. Okay, perfect. It's finally managed to move on to the second point. Perfect. Thank you, Jarvis. Once you've chosen a store name, you can begin uploading cover images for your Redbubble site. Cover images can be either JPEG or PNG file, and they should always match your style of work. They are a great way to introduce your Redbubble store to your audience. This is the first thing they see, so make sure it looks good and fits your look. Okay, perfect. I like to add things at the bottom of every single bit, just it's my own personal preference, because I'm writing an article at the end of the day from me. So I want the information to be from me as well as from Jarvis. The reason I like Jarvis so much is because I really don't like writing that much. I can write a few sentences easily, but writing a whole article really bothers me. Okay, number 3, enter your payment details. Once you've chosen a Redbubble store name and uploaded your cover image, it's time to enter the payment details. You can use either an Australian or New Zealand credit card. So yeah, you need to check Redbubble payment methods here. So Redbubble artist payment methods. Okay, perfect. So let's just copy that into here. You can use. So I'm going to put Redbubble accepts all of the following payment methods. Okay. So that's directly from Redbubble's website, so we can trust the information here. Before we started, let's get rid of that. Don't know why that It's done that. Okay, perfect. Number 4, Control J. I'm leaving it I'm leaving it recording just to show you how quick this is. How to add artwork to your Redbubble store. Once you've chosen a name, uploaded your cover image, and entered your payment details, it's time to add some art to your store. We recommend uploading 5. I'm going to put 10 here. 10 pieces of art at the beginning. This way you can get started selling right away while allowing for other products. And also start to build your organic SEO power. Redbubble works mainly with organic SEO, so it's important to start posting immediately. Make sure you spend some time on tags. Google uses this to create the page, which it then ranks. Okay, perfect. So already when I said Redbubble works mainly with SEO, normally if I had an article about Redbubble SEO, I'd press Control K here and I would put a link to that article. That's called internal linking, which I talked about before. It's really, really important part of the process, guys. If you're not planning on building backlinks, you need to do everything that I told you at the beginning of this video. Don't forget to interlink. Don't forget to have lists. This is an ordered list, okay, or unordered. Oh, it's unordered, I think, because there's no numbers. This is an unordered list. The whole article itself is an ordered list. 1, 2, 3, 4. The really cool thing about how Google works is it will create these as separate entities, just like this. Okay, so in the original article, from the original article that I took this idea from, they have the exact same thing. They have titles and then they have text, but Google just takes the titles and creates this. Okay, as you can see, guys, I don't know how long we're in. I think we're 10 minutes in and we've already got 385 words. If you're telling me this won't rank on Google, then I don't think you understand SEO, honestly, because I am currently ranking on Google for articles in the exact same process that you are seeing right now. Also, another thing I want to mention is people are obsessed with keywords, okay? But if you think about it, this one paragraph has potential to get like 100 keywords, okay? Because like, does Redbubble accept Visa? Yes, it does. Does Redbubble accept MasterCard? Yes, etc., 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 etc. That's already like 100 keywords, okay? Don't focus on, I need to go on Ahrefs, I need to find all these keywords. If you write it, it will rank, okay? Okay, so I'm just trying to get this part of the article out of the way now. So I'm just going to put how to track your sales on Redbubble. And then I'm going to hit Control J here. And I'm going to just probably accept whatever it comes out with, because it's highly likely it will be a good response. After uploading your first products, it's time to get out there. We have a few great ways you can do social media. Yeah, perfect. Good. And then I'm probably going to add one that's actually a really, really good way to do it as well. I don't know what the gallery is. Newsletter. We'll email you. No, we will not. Absolutely, I will not do that. Organic SEO. Okay, so I'm actually going to drop one of my videos here, one of my most useful videos, just so people who actually find this article can kind of get some help that they need. For sure, because I'm not really in the mood to write properly about organic SEO on Redbubble right now. I'm going to revisit this, and I'm going to maybe write like 50 articles like this or 100 articles this year, and then I'm going to make a lot of content using Jarvis, just making really, really short content, and I'm going to see how both of them rank, and let's compare the results basically. Okay, so I do actually like what it's written here and how many times it's been favorited. Okay, but in order to, I need to add some useful information here, definitely. In order to track your sales and views properly, you need to set Redbubble up with Google Analytics. You can follow this guide here. Okay, I'm going to put my YouTube video here, definitely, of how to set up Google Analytics, because I don't want to write a proper article. But another way that you can do it is you can use, I like to use, it's called LightShot, I think. Is it called LightShot? Yeah, LightShot. And then if I press Control and print screen, it takes me to, I hope you guys can see this, it takes me to a screen where I can select an area to take a screenshot of, and then I can edit it, like I can write like hi, and I can put a big arrow here, etc., and then I can copy it, and then that's a great image to, for example, if this was how to set up Google Analytics, obviously it's not, but that's a great way to put some images very quickly into an article, custom images as well. Let's just quickly, okay, so I'm just gonna, I've never done this before, but I'm gonna try and embed in Jarvis. I don't know if this works. I don't see why it wouldn't. Okay, I can just do that because I know that that works with WordPress, so that's perfect. Okay, so that's the kind of the beef of the article done. We're at 602 words after I think only 15 minutes or so, which if you know anything about content creation, that's very, very good considering it includes all of the keyword research, and I've done everything pretty much live. So the next thing that you can do is you can fill this out in exactly the same way. Every time you go to a new question, copy this here, and then copy and paste the keyword into Google, and then find maybe like a, I guess Redbubble, there's not really a better place to get it from. You would take each of these at one time, so we would do high resolution images, and I would put this here, and then I would just hit Control J and see what it comes out with, basically. I didn't give it a content brief. This might not work properly. Yeah, it didn't work. I need to give it a content brief. So write about how to create a high quality sticker for Rebel. I'm going to press Control J and then let my cat in just to show how good Jarvis is. Okay, that didn't work. Let's try this again. So if this doesn't work a few times, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the first part of the sentence just to guide Jarvis a little bit better. See what Jarvis comes out with this time. No, it's stuck. So the first thing you need to do is to know the perfect resolution, which... Okay, come on Jarvis, you can do it. I believe in you. Sometimes Jarvis does this, it has problems some days. There we go, which should be maintained while printing sticks. Low quality image gets distorted when printing, and this quality loss is visible to the naked eye. As a result, so I'm going to put space here for clarity. How to start selling on Rebel becomes difficult in such cases. You should make sure that how to... What is Jarvis doing? Oh, it's because of that keyword, I think. Okay. Yeah, Jarvis is getting a bit confused. The perfect resolutions for a sticker and for most Redbubble products are, I always forget, 4,500 by 5,004. And then you would interlink my article here. I'm actually going to do it this time because I do have an article on the perfect Redbubble dimensions. So a couple of ways you can do this. You can have a list of them, or you can just use your website. Or if they're on Google, you can use Google, which is quite fun to do. Where's my dimensions article? Another good way to get your articles is to use Search Console. I do not remember writing this article. What the hell is going on? I've never seen this article before. I'm so confused. Okay, this is unique content. So I think what I'm going to do is, I didn't know that I had written this. I had no idea that I had written this. I'm going to add this. I'm going to add the content that I've written today to this article. I'm going to change the URL to how to sell on Redbubble. I'm going to sort everything out and I'm going to be back. But yeah, I've already shown you the process, okay? You need to finish this basically. All of these, you can either include them in one big article, or you can do a separate article for each one. It depends on what you want to do, okay? If you want to rank one article instead of 7 articles, then just go through the exact process that I just showed you for every single one of these keywords. But for now, I think I'm done. I've got some other things I really need to do. I just wanted to release this video because I know that someone is waiting for this. I hope this helps some people out. I'm going to show you the finished product. I'm going to submit it to Search Console, and I'm going to see how long it takes to get indexed. Okay, so let's create, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a whole new article using this random article that I just found that I didn't even know existed, and this article here, and I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay, so the first step in this process, I really hope I don't regret this. I'm going to delete this page. So I need to go to my dashboard. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use redirections using RankMath instead. Okay, instead of deleting the page, I'm going to redirect the old page to the new page. Okay, so first thing is make the new page. So add a new page. Okay, so this article I've written here is known as a pillar post. Okay, the idea behind this is the one that's going to capture traffic, whereas the other articles that I'm going to write very, very quickly are going to be used to push traffic generally to the website and add relevancy to the website, add internal links to the website, and push my pages like this up in the rankings. Okay, so all you need to do is you need to copy and paste the entire article. It should paste nicely into WordPress. I don't know about other tools. This has not worked for some reason. Okay, so I need to remove this H1 because it looks really, really obnoxious. I'm going to make it H3 instead, and I'm going to copy and paste that into here, and that's a perfect title I'm going to leave alone. So this is my H1. This is hidden on my website. You cannot see this, but Google still uses it, obviously, and it uses it to create the URL slug. And then we've got my H2, Redbubble, what you need to know before selling. I've got a nice intro here. Okay, before I continue, I'm going to very quickly add a very important plugin, which is going to be a table of contents plugin here. Okay, so I'm going to save this draft. I'm going to very quickly add that plugin. Okay, the plugin is added. If I click on save draft here, and if I refresh this page, at the bottom of this page there should be a brand new section. I just made a video about this, so you can watch that video if you want, but it's really, really easy process. And if I click preview now, there will be a table of contents at the very top, which will keep people on the page because they will know exactly where to find the information they're looking for. And then the final thing I'm going to do is I'm going to embed this video. So YouTube. Okay, I had the wrong URL. There we go. I'm going to embed that there, and then I'm going to make sure that everything is fine on the page. So how to sell on Redbubble, that's fine. And then parent page, I think I will put as, I don't think I'm going to give it a parent page, you know. I think I'm just going to leave it for now. And then I'm going to hit publish. And then I'm going to show you guys the finished result of an article that I wrote in. Okay, I had some of the content already written, but all in all, probably I could have done this in under 25 minutes, 30 minutes, all said and done. And I think that's really, really impressive, personally. Okay, so as you can see, beautiful article, everything is perfect, and it has this amazing table of contents here. If you lay out your article properly with H2 and H3 the whole way down, I haven't really laid it out properly. I'm probably going to go back and change the layout in the future, but for now I'm just going to submit it to the RankMath API and see how long it takes to start ranking on Google, basically. So if I go to RankMath and I go to instant indexing, all you need to do is copy and paste the URL and then publish, update URL, and send to API. It's now been sent at 4:30 on Sunday. Let's see how long it takes to get indexed. I can't not make a final clip about this, okay? It says URL is not on Google, okay? But if I click here, it's already been crawled, it's already been detected, page fetch successful, indexing allowed, yes. I would say another 10 minutes and this might even be indexed on Google, which is insane. Okay, I'm just going to refresh this. Okay, it's not on Google. Yeah, it's been 4 minutes, guys. That's absolutely insane. This took 3 weeks on the website that I'm working on. That's absolutely crazy. Oh, I need to redirect the old page to the new page. So let's open this one up. This is the old page, and I need to do the source URL and then destination URL. I need to do the new page, which is here. Every time I open this, I'm convinced it's going to be on Google. 301 permanent move, perfect. Activate ad redirection. That should work. And then let's go on this page here. Let's refresh this. This shouldn't go to this page anymore. Perfect. I would say I'm going to give it 30 minutes. If it's not indexed, I'm going to end the video and I'll update you guys another time. Okay, it's been half an hour. It's not indexed. I'm expecting it to take about 12 hours then. But this is really interesting. This normally takes me on the website I'm working for at least 4 weeks at the moment. Okay, we've got huge problems, but it's already been crawled, so that's really, really nice. And I'm going to release this video because I know that someone is waiting for it. I hope this helps you create the content that you need to create, and make sure that you check out the playlist at the end of this video, and peace out.